Hello everyone. Never force a relationship. Sometimes it's better to let go of someone who doesn't truly see you for who you are. There will be moments when your absence teaches you more than your presence ever could. You need to stop hurting yourself by trying to make a relationship work when it clearly is not right. You can't make someone care about you for real. You can't make someone be loyal to you. You can't make someone be the person you want them to be. Sometimes the person you want the most is actually the one you had be better off without. You have to realize that some people come into your life for a reason, but they are not meant to stay. When you love someone, be careful not to lose yourself trying to fix something that was never right. You won't get the love you need from someone who is not ready to give it back. I know it's tough when you meet someone and feel like they could be the one, but then realize they are not who you hope they had be. No matter how much you cry at night, you will eventually heal from that relationship and find the person you have always dreamed of. Your future will help you understand why things did not work out before. One important lesson I have learned this is that it's better to be single than to settle for less in relationship. If someone sees you as just an option, they don't deserve to be a priority in your life. If you get it, then do a vote and type. So sometimes it's better to move on than to hold on to a person who doesn't understand who you truly are. Unfortunately, there will be times where your absence will teach you what your presence cannot. You need to stop breaking your own heart in trying to make a relationship work that clearly is not meant to work to begin with. You can't force someone to genuinely care about you. You can't force someone to be faithful to you. You can't force someone to be the person you need them to be. The truth is, sometimes the person you want the most is the same person you would be best without. You have got to understand some things are meant to come into your life, just not meant to stay. Everything that you do to show love, you have to be careful not to lose yourself by trying to fix what should never been there in the first place. You can't get the relationship you need from someone who is not ready to reciprocate the love you give to them. I know it's hard when you meet someone and your heart feels that's the person you could spend an entirety or eternity with. So you start to accept that they are not that person you thought they needed to be. And no matter how many times you cry yourself, you will eventually heal from your previous relationship and find the one who you have always longed for. Your future will now bring an understanding of why things did not work out in your previous relationships. One thing I have learned throughout the years is it is better to be single than to be in a relationship settling for less. If they see you as an option, they don't deserve to be a priority in your life. Take my advice and never chase someone who is not chasing you. Forcing a relationship can lead to a several negative outcomes, both for the individuals involved in the relationship itself. So, lack of authenticity. Forcing a relationship can lead to a lack of genuine connection when one or both parties feel pressured. the relationship may lack the authenticity that is crucial for emotional intimacy. Resentment and frustration. If one person feels they are being they are being into a relationship, it can breed resentment. Over time, this can lead to frustration and conflict, undermining any potential for a healthy relationship. Unbalanced power dynamics. Relationships should be based on mutual interest and respect. Forcing a relationship creates an imbalance where one person may feel obligated rather than genuinely wanting to be with the other. Emotional stress. Forcing a connection can lead to a significant emotional stress for both individuals. This can manifest an anxiety, disappointment, and even depression, which can affect overall well being. Missed opportunities missed opportunities. When you focus on forcing a relationship, you may look or overlook potential connections that could be more fulfilling. It's essential to allow relationships to develop naturally and to be open to new possibilities also. Short lived outcomes. Relationships that are forced often don't last, my dear friend. Without a solid foundation of mutual interest and respect, they may fizzle out quickly, leading to a heartache and wasted time. Personal growth. Healthy relationships can foster personal growth also, but forcing one can hinder it. Individuals need the space to grow independently and to find connections that align with their true selves. Relationships should develop original and organically based on mutual feelings and respect. Forcing them can lead to a host of negative consequences, making it essential to prioritize genuine connections over the desire for companionship. Sometimes it's better to move on than to hold on to a person who doesn't understand who you truly are. Unfortunately, there will be times where your absence will teach you what your presence cannot. So, you can't force someone to genuinely care about you. Love does not fade away. Lust does. You cannot force someone to be faithful and committed to you. You cannot force someone to see the importance of communication and why they should pursue it and be consistent with you. You cannot force someone to love and treat you right. Stop letting people stress you out if they cannot create more harmony with you through proper treatment and healthy communication. Then they need to go. The truth is, sometimes the person you want the most is the person you would be best without. Don't ever let oneself make you feel like you are crazy for wanting what you deserve. You have to go to understand some things are meant to come into your life, just not meant to stay. You deserve a relationship with someone who doesn't make you complete for their affection and never has you guessing where you stand with them. Everything that you do to show love, you have to be careful not to lose yourself by trying to fix what should never be there in the first place. You cannot get the relationship you need from someone who is not ready to reciprocate the love you give to them. When God shows you their true colors, don't try to paint a different picture, my dear friend. I know it's hard when you meet someone and your heart feels that's the person you could spend an eternity. So eventually heal from your previous relationship and find the one you have always longed for. So if they see you as an option, they don't deserve to be a priority in your life. Who love the idea of you but lack the maturity to handle the reality of you. You can miss someone but still understand that you deserve better, my dear friend. When the love is real, it goes so much deeper than the physical. Love doesn't hurt. Trying to love the wrong person does. Know your worth and then increase your value. A relationship needs two people putting in the work and pouring into each other. Stop giving do overs to people who treat you like leftovers. Let them lose you. They had enough chances. Take my advice and never chase someone who or who's not chasing you. Life is too short to be waiting for someone to act right. Single doesn't always mean available. Those who leaving everything in God's hand will eventually see God's hand in everything. Waiting on God's is not always easy, but it's always worth it. I pray that you find love, that you don't have to questions in your life. Be happy in your life and please do not force the relationship or someone else. Thanks again for watching my videos. Be happy in your life, my friend.